Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your number one source for income-oriented investing. That's right, I have sold off, finally, my FTN position, the entire thing. I know I've been talking about this for a while. I explained why, but in this video, I'm going to summarize it. So 3 things in this video. First of all, let's just take a quick look what FTN is real quick. We'll brush up on our split share funds. Knowledge here on FTN. Then I'm going to tell you why. Why did I sell FTN? It's a very specific reason. Actually, 2 reasons, but one of the reasons is really the major reason, and then there's a little secondary reason. So 2 reasons why I did sell it. And of course, did I take a gain? Did I take a loss? What is the details on that transaction that I did a couple of days ago? So I did it over the span of a few days here in mid-July. So what is FTN? So FTN is a split share fund by Quadravest, and I'm going to be talking about really the Class A shares more specifically, but either way, Class A shares or the preferred shares are listed as ftn.pr.a, by the way, and FTN is just listed FTN. By the way, if you're American watching this is all stuff listed on the Canadian stock market, not the U.S. stock market. That's why you'll have trouble finding the symbols. So FTN is Financial 15 Split Corp. So like the name says, it's going to hold approximately 15 high quality financial stocks. You actually have the core holdings right here. You have the Canadian stocks, the US stocks. So US stocks, it's going to be the top 5 banks in the US, right? JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo. On the Canadian side, you have the big 6 banks as well. The big banks as well, plus a little bit in some insurance companies like Manulife, Sun Life, Great-West Life, and CI Financial Corp. So these are the core holdings. It doesn't mean these are going to be, all the stocks are going to be in the portfolio. So if we just go to news and updates here, open up the June 2024 update, you could actually see the update information of what's inside FTN. So you actually see Goldman. You actually see the top positions in the U.S. banking stocks, which doesn't surprise me because the U.S. banks, U.S. financials have been on fire lately. And you can actually see the breakdown at the top right here. So you actually have a little bit more in the U.S. than in Canada. So it's pretty much the rest in cash. So it's pretty much 50-50. So it's a really nice balance in terms of Canadian financials, US financials. This is actually personally one of my favorite things of FTN. I find that it's very unique that it has both Canada and US an equal part. You don't get that from most other, if not all, split funds, right? Things like BK, also from Quadravest, only has the Canadian financials. You have SBC and LBS from Brompton, just the Canadian financials pretty much. So this is my favorite thing of FTN is actually the composition. Another very important thing to know about FTN, and this is going to tie greatly with the main reason why I sold it, is that Quadravest split share funds in general. Sorry, I opened the wrong thing here. So Quadravest split share funds in general, in terms of taxes, are mostly all 100% eligible dividends. So the dividend classification or the distribution classification of FTN in 2023, and I believe even in the past years, is mostly, if not all, Canadian eligible dividends. So if you're in a lower tax bracket, we know that Canadian eligible dividends are very, very tax efficient. So a lot of the Quadravest split funds, including this one, even though it has US stocks in there, half of it still manages to give 100% everything out in Canadian eligible dividends. So I just wanted to point that out as well in case you didn't know that. So we're going to try to figure out, or I'm going to tell you why I actually sold it, and then I'm going to tell you the breakdown of the transaction now. Later, if I took a loss on it, etc., etc. So why did I decide to sell? Well, it really has to do with my personal tax situation because, like I explained in the past, I'm a Canadian non-resident now for tax purposes. So everything in my cash account gets, all the dividends in my cash account have a 25% withholding tax, but at the following year, I actually get the portion that's classified as ROC and capital gains refunded. ROC is pretty obvious. ROC shouldn't be taxed, so I get that portion back. Capital gains, as a Canadian non-resident, you don't pay taxes on that. So ROC and capital gains are refunded, and hence the problem, because foreign income, interest income, and Canadian eligible dividends are not refunded. So if you just, and by the way, this is my June portfolio unveil, which you could download on my website for free. But if you actually unhide the columns here, you could actually see that unfortunately, most of my FTN shares, 67, 69 shares out of a total of 8920, only 5171 are in the TFSA. So about 76% of my FTN shares are in my cash account. That leads to a monthly tax of $212. So this is a really big deal for me, because obviously the ones in the TFSA are not taxed, that's fine. But the ones in the cash account are really a problem because FTN gives all eligible dividends. So that is really the main reason why I'm selling it, because personally, it has to do with personal tax situation. I'm a non-resident and I'm actually losing $212 a month on that. Now you might be asking, well, Adrian, even with that, it might be worth it, really, because you're at a 16.82% yield. And I actually ran the calculation. So since 76% of my FTN shares are in my non-registered account, I actually did the calculation where it's about, not the entire 25%, because some of it's in the TFSA, but it's 76% of it. So 76% of 25, I hope you're following me, is 19%. So I'm really getting 16.82 minus 19%. That is really I'm getting 13.62% is my net yield. So 16.82 yield, that's my gross yield. After that really crappy $200 a month tax that I don't get back, I'm actually making 13.62. So main reason is definitely the tax situation. But reason number two is also because FTN is a split fund and it can miss distribution. The unit NAV is about 17, 18, which is fairly high. But if financials crash, which is very possible because it's a cyclical sector, and FTN stops paying, well, that's a big deal for me because this is my main portfolio. And the important thing is that really income reliability and consistency. You actually see here that my second objective for my portfolio is maximize income reliability and consistency. And we got to be honest, Class A shares of split share funds can miss distributions, especially if they're sector specific. Now, I do have GDV. That has never missed a dividend. I don't think it will, but you can't compare it to FTN. It's well diversified. FTN is not diversified at all. So that's also another reason. But let's just say that as a non-resident, let's say I get the eligible dividends refunded. Well, I would have definitely considered keeping FTN because it's quite hard to let it go when you're making almost 17% yield on it. But I'm making net 13 and a half. To me, it's not worth it because I could get approximately the same yield with a much safer HYLD, USCL, QQCL, etc. So if I'm going to have these high yields in the sector-specific funds, they have to be higher than HYLD and USCL. If I'm going to take a risk to go more in sector-specific stuff, I got to have more reward than 13%, 12.5%, 13% yield. This is why I have bank and ENCL, right? I wouldn't have bank and ENCL if they would give me 13% yield because I would rather go with HYLD and USCL. So hopefully that makes sense. So for me, it's a big deal, $212 tax. For you, if you're watching this, you're Canadian and you're in a low tax bracket, I mean, FTN or anything that gives eligible dividends might be great. So before I give you the breakdown of the transaction, I just want to thank Mumu for bringing you this video, for sponsoring this video. So Mumu is a newer Canadian broker and they keep having these great promotions for new accounts. So if you're in the market for a new broker, I strongly suggest you check out Mumu or consider it. They're having for July, they have a new promotion where you can get cash backs, 6% basically interest on your money sitting in your account. There's other stuff as well, cash rebate cards. So what I'll do is, and on top of that, by the way, if you use my code or my referral link specifically, you on top of the benefits of the new promotion, you also are eligible for a $30 Amazon gift card. And to get that, all you need to do is deposit $1,000 into an account. So my suggestion, everyone, if you're in the market, you're looking to get a new broker, I'm not telling you should switch everything to Mumu right away, but my suggestion is try it. Maybe open a cash account, deposit $1,000, $2,000 to at least get all these welcome bonuses plus the Amazon $30 gift card. And what I'll do is I'll put these links in the video description below. I'll put my referral link. I'll put a link to this page here, which goes into the July promotions in detail. And don't forget, I also have a Moomoo review video where I do a little deep dive into Moomoo broker, into the broker. You can see how it is. It's very impressive. If you like charts and looking at stuff, doing research, I think you'll really like this broker. So my suggestion is you don't have to go all in, but just give it a shot. And by the way, you could, download it and try it out for free if you want. So always make sure to use my referral link, which I'll put in the video description below, where you'll see the PII here. So now let's break down the FTN transaction. So this is the breakdown. I've literally had FTN for years now. And after accumulating it for years, I ended up having 8,920 shares with an average share price of $8.97, which translates to an $80,000 investment. You could actually see that here, right? 80,000, 89.20 with the average cost base of $8.97. So I sold it at $8.16, which gave me $72,787. So I did realize a capital loss of $7,220, but that's just the capital. I gotta figure out how much income I got from FTN over the years. And I went back, I calculated $19,000. So if we take the $19,000 of income, we subtract the $7,220 of capital loss, I am left with a net positive gain of $11,780. So definitely a positive, an overall positive for me. So you'll see everything updated in the next portfolio unveil video. So this is the detail of the transaction, guys. Now, if you're wondering, okay, but what did you buy? What did you buy? You sold FTN, you got 72,000. What did you buy? Well, Inner Circle members already know, because as part of the Inner Circle perks and features, you get live trade alerts. So any moves I make in my portfolio, you guys get to see that every single day live, if there is any. So if you want to become a member and see what I did, you could sign up, hit that little join button. If not, you'll have to wait till the next portfolio unveil. So sorry to burst your bubble. I will unveil everything of what I bought with the proceeds from the FTN sale in the next portfolio unveil video, which will be on July 28th, I believe, the last Sunday of July. So that's it, everyone. This is my reasoning. I wanted to share this with you in advance, just to give, make sure, in case you haven't been following all my videos, to tell you the reason why I sold FTN, a little reminder of what FTN is, and really the details of the transaction. So that's it. See you next time. Hey, don't go yet. A few reminders before you leave. Did you know that I launched a YouTube loyalty membership program where for only $3 a month, you could become a PII Inner Circle member, where you will gain access to exclusive content, exclusive videos and live streams, as well as other perks and benefits, including a really cool weekly opportunity report. That's right. If you're interested, just click on the little join button next to the subscribe button to see what it's all about. Also, make sure to follow me on Blossom and download Blossom. It's a social investing app, which is really cool. You could share your portfolio, follow other people's portfolios, including my own. My username is Adrian_PII. So download it with the referral link below. Not only is it free, but you could actually earn cash by taking these really small, quick 1-minute courses. Really awesome. It's a no-brainer. Also, make sure to visit our website, PASSIVEINCOMEINVESTING.ca. That's where you could book a one-on-one private coaching session with yours truly, with myself, where you could ask me all the questions you want. All the information and booking information is on the website. Make sure to check out that video on the homepage there to see how to book a one-on-one properly. Also on my website, you could purchase my digital product, which I'm very proud of, the Ultimate DIY Investing Package. This is a reference tool or a companion tool that will help you build your own portfolio. So it has lists of funds, it has sample portfolios, and it covers both the Canadian and U.S. stock markets. And the good news is you'll only ever have to buy it once, because it comes with free lifetime updates. And my plan is really to update the version every single year. So make sure to pick it up. Also, I have Questrade and PASSIV referral links below. So Questrade is the broker that I personally use, and PASSIV is the broker companion tool or assistant that I use. Really cool program, really cool software. So I have referral links for both of those. Questrade, $50 of free trades, and passive, I have half off for the elite membership. If you're interested in the elite membership, and even if you want to start out with the free membership and upgrade to the elite afterwards, use my referral code so you could still get that 50% off. And don't forget that the elite membership of passive is 100% free if you use Questrade. For social media, we have a very successful and big Facebook group, private Facebook group with over 14,000 members where we all try to help each other out. So make sure to join that group. Information is below. We also have Instagram where you could follow us or more personal stuff when it comes to our life here in Panama. And there's LinkedIn as well. So as usual, everyone, how do I leave you? Continue to stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay passive. See you next time.